Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is still Monday, February 13th, 2023, and the Drunk Poker 'tis beer time. We had a non-alcoholic beer today, which was fun. Now I'm going to try something like almost the complete opposite end of the spectrums. And no, I'm not talking about, a big bourbon barrel-aged beer, but I am talking about another edition of Sawdust City's Limberlost series. This one done in collaboration with Quayle's Brewery. And we've been to Quayle's Brewery, nice place, beautiful. It's a saison brewed at Quayle's and a blonde ale aged in oak puncheons with the unique Limberlost yeast strain, and then they're blended in stainless. They dry hopped it with hops harvested from Quayle's Brewery on farm, can conditioned. So, yeah, Limberlost is one of those series that I always dig, and I've got a couple different ones we've had, and they're just kind of sitting in the cellar because I like to pull them out throughout the year and just see how they've developed, because these kind of, funky wild yeast strains are interesting. Can conditioned is always fun. Quayle's is an up-and-coming brewery. I think if you can get out to check them out, we'll probably stop in on our way back from Sawdust in March. We're going to Sawdust in March. I'm so excited about that. We're going up there, we're staying overnight, and we're going to live trivia, for the old birthday week. Oh, see, now you're already getting that funk right off the top. Funk and citrus. And like we talked about, we had that wild golden ale from Bellwoods the other week. I'm not a massive fan of funky wild beers. I am a fan of specific breweries' funky wild beers because they do them very well and they find the balance you need through things. So let's get into this, my friends. Cheers to happy beers. Again, this balance they find between the farmhouse funk, that kind of funky hay kind of, you know it if you had it, you know it. Horse blanket, that's the terrible word, it's not right. But you know what I mean, that fresh farmhouse funk, that touch of tart in the back there with the citrus, and definitely getting like kind of, it's such a hard beer to describe for me, right? Because it's just, there's so much happening, it's so nuanced and so complex, and yet it all comes together with this kind of just, I don't know, like how they describe it is fresh hop, oak, and farmhouse funk. And that's true, right? There's a citrusy to it. There's this kind of lemon-limey kind of zest to it. It's very effervescent, and it has that funky kind of notion going on, but not overwhelming. Tart, not sour. Like, it's by no means is it a sour beer. What it is funky, but the funk is balanced and just plays on the tongue. It doesn't overwhelm the senses. And like I said, with really good ones, it doesn't ruin your palate for your entire day if you're going to have another beer afterwards. It is what it is. It lingers for a while, obviously. But you are able to have a different style beer after without all you're getting is Brett funk. Or funk from the wild yeast. Because that can overwhelm the palate. And that can ruin your rest of your... Not ruin the rest of your day, this is wrong. Because if you enjoy them, I enjoy this, don't get me wrong. But if I want to have, say, a Lone Pine next, right, I want to be able to enjoy the Lone Pine for what it is. And I think a really well-balanced beer, right? Because a Saison and a Blonde Ale come together with this unique strain of yeast, and the can conditioning gives you a very insanely crushable for 6.7, 5.7. 5.7, like it just feels like light and effervescent, and that's really nice. So there you go. That's a tale of two very different beer styles today. Right? And I love that I have that option in Ontario, and I think that more options are good, and having all these different styles is excellent. Like yesterday was IPA heavy. Today it's a wild yeast and a non-alcoholic beer. Tomorrow it might be a stout. Who knows? But the fact that we get to choose is the best part. Cheers, my friends. Enjoy your Monday. I'm going to go enjoy mine. It's bubbly. It's bubbly. It's tart. It's funky. I love me some funk. Good funk is good funk.